artificial intelligence. In the last batch of articles, I covered AI and how it is affecting gaming. I have some more content news involving AI. This one doesn't have to do with gaming in specific, but it is going to affect gaming and technology as a whole. So I saved this article and I thought it was worth sharing. Listen up. Crucial is shutting down because Micron wants to sell its RAM and SSDs to AI companies instead. When I said this shit, when I read this, I couldn't believe this. By the way, we got to hit the... Because I've purchased RAM from Crucial before for one of my PCs. This is one of the, for those who are not into PC gaming, this is one of the biggest RAM manufacturers. And also for those unaware, RAM is facing an issue right now because what's happening is these AI data centers are going like Open AI and Facebook and Grok. They're going directly to the manufacturers and buying up all the RAM. So the whatever RAM is left on the market for retail for you and I, it's driving up the price. You know, 16 gigabytes of RAM costs like $1,000 right now. And on top of that, they're destroying all the drinking water, but that's beside the point. It's getting even worse. Earlier, we were talking about how it's going to affect game development and how it's going to affect artists. Now we're talking about technology as a whole. Micron is retiring the Crucial brand, marking the end of its line of budget-friendly solid-state drives. And it's not just RAM, it's solid-state drives, my bad, and RAM kits, as reported earlier by Video Cards. In an announcement on Wednesday, Micron says winding down its consumer-focused business will improve supply and support for our larger strategic customers in faster-growing segments, aka, and I was about to say, translation. You that works the 9 to 5 don't give us enough money for our RAM, so we're just going to cut off the supply and feed it to the data centers like the Grok one in Memphis that's destroying black neighborhoods. They said all the money is in these government contracts, these Facebook contracts, and these OpenAI contracts, so we're just going to sell to them. Fuck you. The brand shutdown is a huge blow for PC builders and hobbyists who are already dealing with skyrocketing RAM prices linked to a surge in demand from AI companies. OpenAI, for example, struck a deal with SK Hynix and Samsung to make up 900,000 RAM per month for its Stargate project. Now there's going to be one less brand selling consumer-focused memory for PC, potentially intensifying the global memory shortage. Soaring demand for RAM is already impacting prices of CyberPower PC, Framework, and Raspberry Pi, while HP has even hinted at raising the prices of its devices or equipping them with less memory. All right, so I'm done reading this because this is pretty simple. Why does this matter? For the console gamers out there that are thinking about making a joke, yes, this is going to affect PC gaming. This is one less manufacturer on the market. But to be fair, it's going to affect everything. The reason I actually saved this article is because this could affect the price of the PlayStation 6. This could affect the price of the next Xbox. Cars. Every car has a smart screen in it. Every car nowadays, the modern ones, they got fucking computers in them with touch screens and shit. You need RAM for that, especially to multitask and go through all the menus. Yeah, the Steam machine, it's going to affect everything. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but there's a high probability if these manufacturers, this is the worst time this could happen. These manufacturers that are coming out with these consoles, if they're getting hit with supply chain issues, it's going to drive the price up. But phones, yes, it's going to affect everything. And we were debating about this in the group chat like earlier. It's like, it's unfortunate, man. It's like, I get it. The AI is the focus or whatever, is the future. But I feel like AI is overpromised and underdelivered, man. This plus the tariffs. So if you just built a gaming... Hold up.
Producing a good product, Helldivers 2 is number 13.
This man's still talking about Helldivers.
Trash Ops 7 is no 15. You can't make this up.
Shout out to Nightmare with the super chat. Appreciate you. Freaking to a crisp now. These data centers aren't gonna last. I mean, there's only so much water on Earth. Like, how much AI do we need before we get all the drinking water? Somebody need to invent some type of technology that can clean up, even with, well, nah, because even with ocean water, then that becomes a problem. Then you taking shit away from fishes and shit. This shit is detrimental.
Shut up, stupid.
I was gonna say somebody need to invent some type of technology that can efficiently clean ocean water, or something that we can make be drinkable or something. I don't know.
Most likely to push people to pay for non-ad version.
Oh my God. Shout out to Nightmare and shout out to Jonathan with the super chat.
Now I'm never gone.
But it was announced yesterday, OpenAI is ready to roll out ads. Oh yeah, you know what's funny? He said in the super chat that yesterday it was announced OpenAI will roll out ads. That's another problem with ChatGPT. They make money, but they don't make enough money to keep up with the cost of their servers, so they're constantly begging investors. So they just rolled out ads today in ChatGPT, and the only reason I know is because I saw it on my For You page. Somebody was getting an ad for that iCountry. They was getting some propaganda. I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm talking about. It was a screenshot of that shit. I was like, nigga. You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. That's unfortunate, bro. What did the other dude say in the super chat? Now I'm never gonna build a PC. Shout out to PS4 nigga with the $5 super chat. He said, now I'm never gonna build a PC, shaking my head. Yeah, so if you're interested in building a PC, now would probably be the best time before because I think this doesn't start till 2026, them cutting off the sales to the general public. I would do it now if you can afford it. And even still, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, the reason I saved this one mainly is because this is going to affect technology as a whole. It could potentially fuck up the Steam machine too. And we don't even know the price of the Steam machine. Get the pre-builds. Yeah, the pre-builds prices have been stabilizing, but I would imagine as supply starts to shorten, I would imagine the price of pre-builds could go up too, because at the end of the day, the companies who are building these PCs have to make money. And if the price of the RAM is going up, that's going to up their overhead costs. So like, yeah, if you're in the market buying right now, I would argue probably this is normally people like build a PC. Buying a pre-build is probably better right now. They have good deals at Costco. Like for like 2 racks, you can get a 580 with like 32 gigs of RAM and a Ryzen 9. I seen that at Costco a couple weeks ago. And then they have another one with a 560 in there for like 1200 or something like that. So yeah, a pre-build would be best right now. But as the supplies start to dwindle and they got to build more of these pre-builds and the RAM starts to shorten, we could see the price go up. Shit's crazy. Gaming laptops are about to make a comeback. No, they not. What? Gaming laptops are about to become more expensive. Gaming laptops are traditionally more expensive to make than gaming desktops because you have to shrink large gaming parts inside of a small form factor, and then you got to put fans in there. That's more expensive than building a regular tower. So no, it's going to drive up. The laptop's going to get more expensive. What are you talking about?
Fail on the macro side.
Hold up, let me look at these super chats.
Loves to super chat my ear off. Shut up, stupid.
Y'all love to go back to back with these damn super chats.
Sony lawsuit wanting internet providers to cut off people's internet that pirates can't.
Yo, shout out to Braxton with the $5 super chat. He said AI not going anywhere. Big beautiful bill and AI arms race by Trump is going to be too big to fail on the macro side. Yeah, I mean, hey, chat says stop talking about politics, but if you read, they affect your life. I don't know why people think otherwise. And then Pokemon, he dropped a super chat. He said, have you read about Sony's lawsuit wanting the internet providers to cut off people's internet that pirates content? I have not seen that, but I appreciate you putting me onto that info. If what you're saying is true, it doesn't surprise me. Sony wants to cut off the internet of people who pirate things. I've been told y'all Sony is not pro-consumer, and this is why I say anybody rooting for the downfall of Xbox, the downfall of PC, you are not pro-human. You are not pro-consumer, bruh. You want, if you have no plan to buy that shit, it's fine, but you want competition to exist. Because Sony is the worst of them all. Sony is preying on Xbox downfall so they can fuck you over. Shout out to Coop with the sub, appreciate it. The big beautiful bill removed the oversight regulation for AI. Yup, but motherfuckers don't read, bro. Pretty soon we won't be able to buy PlayStation 6 or the next Xbox or another PC. We're gonna have to rent them, bro. You will own nothing. That is ultimately their goal. You will own nothing. Therefore, you will always be in debt to us. And that is not a world that I want to live in, man. Next I got for you. Oh, in gross news, Roblox CEO prediction mark Roblox CEO wants the prediction market in the game someday. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Roblox CEO, the guy who still hasn't handled the PDF problem, the pedo problem on his platform, the guy that has a dating app on his platform that's dominated by fucking 40-year-olds and 8-year-olds. Those are like the two demographics for some reason. The guy that hasn't handled that has now announced he wants to add prize picks to Roblox. Prediction markets have become popular for years, and now Roblox top boss has said he wants them integrated into the hugely popular game someday. They want you to own nothing and be in debt, not to the companies that, not just the companies that you rent from, but the companies you gamble with, man. Yo, gambling has gotten gross, bro. At first I was like, whatever about it, like 5-6 years ago, but it's gotten fucking gross. It's all over the sports. And I have another argument, another article that has nothing to do with gaming, but give me a second. Let's read this one real quick. CEO Dave Bazuski told the New York Times, I think we would have to do that. We would have to. It's not so easy though. As the CEO said, every country has different legislation surrounding loot boxes and kids gambling. This nigga doesn't, yo, I'm telling you, if you got kids, you got nieces and nephews, little cousins, and they on this game, bro, you better monitor him. He does not give a fuck. This man said, we would love to do it, but the problem is there's too many protections for children. So there are regulatory hurdles that would need to be sorted out. Protect the family, man. The CEO is bullish on the idea, even if it might take time to come into fruition. For what it's worth, the interviewer and host laughed at the idea of the prediction markets in the Roblox, as they should. I actually think it's a brilliant idea if I can get it can be done in an educational way that's legal. Gambling and educational, what? And so I imagine no free Robux, no free prizes, just a game called Dress to Impress Predictor, where it's not like trying to get kids money or anything like that. I would be a big fan of it, he explained. Man, shut the fuck up, bro. So you want to, so basically what he's saying is he wants to, what's the shit Dr. Disrespect did? He wants to groom them. He wants to groom them to be gamblers. That's right, because that nigga's a pedophile too. I saw him on my For You page the other day, bro. I'm telling you, white men cannot. I thought my stance used to be white men are so powerful. The only thing that can defeat them is pedophilia and kicking puppies. I'm starting to think the only thing is kicking puppies, because I saw that nigga on my fucking timeline the other day. I had to block that shit. It had 2,000 likes on the tweet. People were interacting with him. He was talking like art readers or something like that. And I looked at the responses. It was people just interacting with him like he wasn't a fucking pedophile, bro. Yeah, I agree with your opinion, Dr. Disrespect. Hey, chat, listen, YouTube got a new feature. It's called the hype button. If you see that shit on my videos and you enjoy my videos, hit the fucking hype button, bro. We gotta get these niggas the fuck out of here. These pedos is getting too much love. This shit getting weird, bro. It's getting weird, man. Nah, Homeland Security shoots puppies. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, unfortunately. Insanity, man. This is fucking nasty. And then on top of that, I have this article too. Kalshi, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's another betting platform. Kind of, it's an alternative to Polymarket. Basically, they allow you to bet on anything. Kalshi becomes CNN's official prediction market partner, which, by the way, this is how they're trying to ease it in, right? They're not calling it gambling. They call it the prediction market. It's gambling. Official prediction market partner after raising $1 billion. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even going to read this fucking article because the headline says it all. CNN has partnered up with a betting platform, so now you can bet in confidence over every fucking thing, bruh. So don't be surprised if one day you turn on CNN. What's a prediction market? Gambling. Don't be surprised if one day you turn on CNN and at the bottom of CNN, there's a little ticker that says, what's the over under on President Trump passing away today from a stroke? Don't be surprised. I might place a bet on that one, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Like, you guys aren't aware of this shit? Like, allegedly. Like, hold on, let me pull this shit up. You guys aren't aware of this shit? So this is the biggest one. Kalshi's the second biggest one. So you literally can gamble on anything. There are people gambling on the Russia-Ukraine ceasefire. Will the ceasefire stick? You have traditional stuff like sports. Then you can gamble on who do you think will be the #1 search person on Google. This is what they're going to bring to CNN. So something could be going on. I think the way that they'll probably use it is like next year you have the midterms, 2026 midterms. They'll probably be like, oh, who do you think is going to win the senator seat? Bet now. Get your bets in with CNN. And I saw this news today between the Roblox shit and now CNN. I'm like, yo, is this shit not weird to anybody else? They want us to own nothing and gamble on it. And then they want you to own nothing. And then the little bit that you do own, they want you to gamble your money away. So not only will niggas be on Prize Picks, but they about to be on Polymarket and Kalshi betting on real world events. Will Haiti have another 7.0 earthquake in the next 6 months? Get your bets in. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's and I'm not wishing that upon anybody, but I'm just giving an example of how this shit can get. It's Cyberpunk 2077. I don't know if I'm getting old or something, but Cyberpunk 2077 is becoming real. And yeah, it's exhausting and it's worrying. Because do we only care about money? This shit's getting fucking weird, bro. It's getting fucking weird. I didn't know you could gamble on. They just added that like a few months ago. Yeah, you can gamble on Robinhood now too. Parlays on real world events is diabolical. Yeah, so for those you unaware, yes, it's been a thing. It's become popular over the last year. Polymarket, I've seen that name come up, and Kalshi's the next big one. And now we have CNN partnering with them. And now you have the CEO of Roblox trying to bring Polymarket or Kalshi to Roblox so you can bet on best dressed or some shit like that, bro. 7-leg parlay on some real world shit, bro. Do you think your neighbor's gonna pass out at the party tonight? Type shit. Capitalism is getting out of control. And the worst part is you'll have people defending this shit. But because they think they can be the next billionaire. Nasty. In more positive news, you ain't lying. I've been getting a lot of them Kalshi ads on my YouTube video. It's weird. In more positive news, probably not positive for them because Nintendo probably about to take this shit down. You guys remember that game Dream that's available on PS4 and PS5? If you don't, Dream is a platform where it allows you to build your own game within the game. It's basically a game builder. It's a set of tools. Somebody made a remake of the original Banjo-Kazooie inside of Dream, and it's out now. You can play it. They calling it Banjo-Kazooie Mumbo Mania, and they dropped a trailer. So if you want to see how powerful these tools are, if you ever thought about getting into game development, I thought this was pretty cool. Beat Gumbo! I'm gonna feed you in a minute, buddy. In a minute. If you ever wanted to play Banjo-Kazooie but never had a Nintendo, it's on PlayStation now. Isn't Banjo an Xbox IP? Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know why I was thinking. You're right. Because it's under Rare, right? Yeah, it would be Microsoft. So never mind. It actually might be able to stay on PlayStation. I stand corrected. Yeah, it might actually be able to stay on PlayStation. This looks crazy. It actually looks good. Shout out to Wavy with the sub. Is gaming dead yet? Doing more than AAA studios? I take that back. I was thinking this was a Banjo remake. This looks like something completely different. Just a fan-made game, but it's like really well made. Yeah, this is a fan project. Someone created this in dreams, but companies are spending $1 billion on AI for development. Exactly. Stuff like this proves that AI shit is a bubble and it's fraudulent. Facts. Yeah, this is all built within another game. So like if you buy, I don't know how much Dream is. It came out like a few years ago. Dream, PS5. But it's on PS4 too. So it's $20. And it's included in PlayStation Plus Extra, but it's $20. You download it. And then you can make your own games, or you can go into the community tab and play games that other people make. So it's a big community thing, and people are making really cool games inside it. It's like only $20. It might be worth checking out. That's why I thought I'd share it. I thought this was pretty cool. Sauce Walker should have used this. The only problem I think with Dreams is like, if your game becomes big, it's locked within the platform because, and the argument is probably that, you know, you had to use the platform to get it seen, but like, as long as you're cool with that. What about, I used Dream to do aim training since there's none in the store. They got an aim trainer in there. Available now on PS4 and PS5, Mumble Mania. Check out the Courage the Cowardly Dog game. Let me see. Yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog game. I'm gonna assume this is it right here. Is there a trailer? Release date trailer. Oh yeah, right here. This is within Dream. Says sold already. Yeah, so for 20 bucks, you can get a bunch of games basically. This is pretty cool. The things I do for love. Miriam! So it's like a horror platformer. This would have been one of those PS2 games people reminisce about and swore it was the greatest thing, but really it was just an average platformer. They just failed to realize they was a kid back then. So wait, because I've seen a couple people in the chat have Dream. How does it work? These games that people upload to the community tab, are they all free to play, or are creators putting are they putting price tags on the game? So like, or because like if it's just $20 and you could just play mad games, that's pretty cool. They're all free. That's fire. That's fire. Hey, chat, I'm putting y'all on to something. This game Dreams cost $20. You could play Banjo and this shit, and there's probably a million other games right there. I'm surprised nobody's done a series covering like the best of Dream games. It's better than Skate 4. Not hard to do that. House of Revenge. Nah, gaming's dead. I remember somebody was making an Avatar game too, yeah. I guess the only problem is you don't make money for it, for all the hard work. Well, I mean, the people who are making these fan-made games, they're probably making them for two reasons. They're trying to learn game development, and probably Dream gives you tools that ease you into the process. And then B, they're just trying to make something for their resume. Yeah, they're doing it for the love. It's not for the money. Just trying to get their feet wet. But some people do it for the love of the game, bruh. It ain't all for the love of money. What else I got? Oh, Darkcraft was announced. It is a Minecraft-inspired Souls-like MMORPG where you explore an open world filled with ruined castles and forgotten temples. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. A studio is putting together Elden Ring meets Minecraft. Let's see what this is about.
The world ended long ago.
This literally looks like the opening sequence in Elden Ring.
We just walk its bones. On the path to the silent faces, souls forget themselves. Nameless warriors die.
Oh, I didn't even realize my mic was muted. My fault.
Super chats just
I said he farted.
Kitty Pride loves to super.
Did y'all? Yeah, he read my lip. Yeah, this nigga farted, bro. Shout out to Mike Crispy with the donation. He just farted. That shit stinks, dude.
The gaming is dead and the rap is dead arguments.
Do I think there's a correlation between the gaming is dead and rap is dead correlations? The only correlation I think is that like it's usually perpetuated by drones, because I can debunk both of them. I mean, we've talked about why gaming is not dead. I think the argument of the whole rap is dead is stupid. For those unaware, that's a conversation going on in the rap community. Is rap dead? Because for the first time in like 10 years, rap doesn't have a top 100 hit song on the charts. There's like no rap music at the top of the charts. And I feel like the counter argument to that is rap was never supposed to be that mainstream anyway. And it's the reason why it's not in the best. Is it 30 years? It's the reason why it's not in the best shape. So I think it's good that rap is about to go back underground, because it's going to force people to drop better albums. Unfortunately, algorithms have ruined everything. Everybody's making content for the algorithm instead of making content from the soul. And if you want classic content, whether it's video games, books, music, it has to come from the heart. So like, no, I actually think it's a good thing. Rap is not dead. Yeah, corporate rap is dead, but creativity, I argue, is about to come back. It's not going to happen instantly. But yeah, Kendrick told us Kendrick told us not like us. No, he said the party is dead. The shit is fucking dead. It will come from the AI in the future. Yeah, shut up, Siggy. So no, it's not dead. And anybody I think who says that rap is dead because there's not a top 100 hit or whatever, you're not a rap fan. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that take is only coming from Drake stans. How can you say rap is dead when the Clips dropped an album, Wale dropped a great album this year, Freddie Gibbs dropped a great album this year? You know who I've been fucking with heavy too? I've been fucking with Stove God. That nigga Stove God is tough. JID dropped a tough album. You niggas is not fans of art. Like, that's the issue, bruh. Stove God Cook. Yeah, De La Soul, Dave East album was all right. I listened to that one too. A bunch of fire rap albums dropped, but the problem is a lot of rap fans are not actually rap fans. It's a double-edged sword with rap going mainstream. It's brought in a lot of people that consume it and bring money in, but they're not really fans of the pillars. Like, if I asked the average rap fan, what are the 5 pillars of hip hop, they couldn't even tell you. They don't even fucking know. And that's the biggest problem right there. So I think it's good that it's going to go back underground, or 4, whatever. I think it's good that it's going to go underground, because I think creativity is going to come back. That's my take on it. I think those are just drone takes, bruh. The only thing that matters in art is whether or not you enjoy it. If you base your opinion on what somebody else thinks, did you really fucking enjoy? I really enjoyed the book, but then my favorite YouTuber told me that book is one of the worst of the year. And now that I think about it, I didn't really enjoy the book. Nigga, shut the fuck up, bruh. I read that article and rolled my eyes. I'm like, this Wale album is great, bruh. I've had that shit on steady rotation. It is great. I don't give a fuck who thinks rap is dead, because I like the music. That's the only thing that matters, bro. And I'm gonna support it. Yeah, shout out to JP with the sub. Appreciate it. Why are y'all talking about Sasha Go Hard? Leon Thomas is not rap, but his music is good. Why are y'all talking about Sasha Go Hard? Oh shit, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Silence breaks, and he awakens.
Corey Guns will save us? Yeah, I don't know about that. Man, where the gameplay? That's what I'm saying. This shit got, it don't even got no gameplay. Ooh, Darkcraft. When this come out? This got a release date? This don't even got no release date. My bad. This shit don't even got no gameplay or release date. That alleged Discord still around it, if something happened. I never got rid of it. I don't be in it either. So I gotta check to see, but it's still on my thing. I'm pretty sure it's still around. Do I be in it regularly? No, but I mean, I posted links in there every once in a while. Nothing too crazy. Sounds like Kendrick screaming on Pimple Butterfly. It did. It's still there. I feel like people use it the way I wanted them to use it. It's not supposed to be an active Discord. It's just, every once in a while, if you find something dope, put people on, and I do the same. That's what it's for. Well, you know, we're not supposed to be in there chatting it up and shit. That's what the GI Discord is for. Let's see what else I got for you. It turns out Saudi Arabia will own 93.4% of EA if the buyout goes through, which is effectively all of it. When EA announced in October that it will go private via a $55 billion leveraged buyout, the three investment firms that were enlisted were Saudi Arabia's public investment firm, Jared Kushner's Affinity Partners. For those unaware, that is Trump's brother or son-in-law, and Silver Lake. A breakdown of the ownership between these parties wasn't given at the time, but as it turns out, one is committing significantly more cash than others. According to Wall Street Journal, they will now own 93.4% of EA, a gargantuan majority. Meaning there's a high probability that EA might go downhill in the next 10 years, bruh. Battlefield 6 might be the last hurrah for EA. Matter of fact, I've been said it. I just need EA. They put out Battlefield 6. I need you guys to finish the Jedi series. Mass Effect is so far out. I have no faith in that shit. If it turns out good, cool. But whatever. I'm not going to hold my breath. Just finish the Jedi. Let Respawn do what they want with Cal Kestis. Let's finish up the story. And then after that, you guys can ruin this fucking company. I don't care. But Saudi Arabia is buying up every fucking thing. Do not be surprised if your games get censored. Anyone know I can get the link back? I lost it when my sub ran out. Hey, gotta be subbed. You gotta be subbed. I just want one more Mass Effect. I would too, but it was so far away. I don't know if it's gonna be good. Facts, leave the Jedi gas alone, please, bruh. Alexa, play Arab money. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to say there other than it's even worse than we thought. We thought it was gonna be like a three-way ownership. Each gets like a third. No, they're gonna own most of it, bruh, which means they're gonna be able to do whatever they want. And I guarantee you, the Saudi Arabia investment fund is not in tune with Western game development. The only thing they're going to care about is numbers. They see EA makes a lot of money and they're going to say, oh, this game isn't making enough money for us, so we need to get rid of it. Which means Skate is probably going to be on the chopping block. Skate, that game is still not finished. They're going to be burning through money to develop that shit. Goodbye Apex, because I'm not gonna lie, Apex should have been dead. They should have been sunset that shit. Yeah. It could be bad. It could be bad. Let's hope for the best, though. Let's not put it into the universe.